Oh no! I have some blank screens. Hold on. Technical difficulties.
Oh goodness.
I
No.
forgot about that part.
It's been a while since we've done that.
Yeah, it has. I do like the little fuzzy
Right.
screens. Let's see. This is this person. Hello, everybody. Welcome. We are Saves vs. Death, tabletop actual play and podcast that airs every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on twitch.tv/Saves vs. Death. I am blank and I'm not looking at my notes at the moment because I'm trying to fix this. So I'll get to the fun activities here in a minute. Okay, everybody's here. Hades, if you could either scrunch down or tilt your camera up.
Yep, I got it.
Thank you.
My screen was still blank, so I couldn't see it.
Yeah, that light though.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Sorry. Thank you. Okay. Volume's working. Everybody's alive. All right. I think we're good. All right. Let's get started. I am Blank, the Game Master Referee and Queen. You fucking dicks. With me today is... Oh, okay. I see now. Jess as Moxie11. Say hi,
Hey,
Jess.
guys. Hey, guys.
Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. Games as Wraith.
Hi.
Didn't mean to make you cry. Hades as Deeps.
Hello.
He's just a poor boy from a poor family. Ada as Checkers.
Hi.
Just gotta get right. Just gotta get right out of here. And last but not least, Giffy is Quinn. Say hello.
Howdy.
Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening.
We Galileo.
Okay, I think that's probably all we can use. Yes. Welcome. Some queen. Who is me? With that, I'll pass it on to Ada for our dark content warning.
So, as usual, this is a dark future, which means that we do stupid things, we do silly things, but we also encounter or do very occasionally some really dark things. So we have our own tools to make sure our comfort levels are taken care of, but we can't do it for everybody. If anything's bothering you, please step away, take care of yourself. It's really important to us.
It is. Before I get into the last time on, I will put a reminder that our Talsorians DLC came out. You can check it out at the link in the chat. It's called The 12 Days of Cutiemas. Jess and Games did a show recently kind of detailing it. Go check it out on her channel, Jessiper's Tales.
Yep.
Yeah. Twitch.tv/Jessiper's Tales. Just
Or
like it says in the chat.
Or on the respective YouTube channels by Monday. They'll both be up.
I think we might. I guess not. Here, I'll just type it. Do it the old-fashioned way. Go ahead and check that out.
A lot of cool stuff in there.
Do you have another one coming up next week?
Next week I start a 4-part miniseries going over Tales of the Red, Hope Reborn.
Nice.
So this upcoming Friday we'll be going over the introductory story, the new rules, and the premise of the campaign book. So everyone, it's friendly to all, not just GMs.
That episode.
Yeah.
Then the
Yay.
other ones
So
should be probably
so will
GM
the-
only, or if you've played through it.
Oh, okay. So there are spoilers. Yeah. Okay.
In the following ones, yeah, because we're gonna go over I think 2 missions per episode. So
What are the new rules in there?
a lot of the rules are They came out as their own DLC. There's Hot Pursuit, Roller Derby, which is chasing the rabbit.
Don't
The
they have?
headquarters one, No Place Like Home, and then there's Flash of Luck, which I think was released as a blog post, but it's specifically in Hope Reborn. There's another one too. I can't remember.
Is it the like mass combats one? I think there's like a
They
mass
do
combat
have
one.
they do have rules for handling mass combat in.
I probably
in
need
Hope
that.
Reborn.
I need to look at that because I have not, and clearly it shows because our combats last 20 years probably.
Well, when I go over that one, I'll ping you directly.
Thank you.
You're
That'd
welcome.
be great. Maybe I'll even come to that one and
Ooh.
actually spend time learning the rules in depth. Knock on wood. Anyway, so with that, let's get to the last time on Shades of Scarlet.
Banana.
No, rats. Okay, so Elmer, what? They wrote a last time on for me. Elmer decided to go. Oh, this was
Nope,
last
that was
time.
last
No,
week.
that was from last
Oh.
week.
I forgot to delete it. I apologize.
No worries. What happened last week? Oh yeah, I vaguely recall. The team decides to go about their plan. Moxie and Deeps head over to the Cutting Edge, Rory's new clinic, and have a little heart-to-heart. Girl talk. Boy talk? I don't know what it is in this time. Relationship talk. Or,
How to date 101.
how to let your personality shine.
Now with 10% more confidence.
Drink Piranha Smash beforehand. Hey, what's up, other doc? Meanwhile, Wraith and Cammy head over to the Construct Corp offices, and Wraith barges his way in here like some well-to-do corporate exec. Can't deal with the rabble. Can't be bothered to deal with the rabble. Oh, did we post on Discord and stuff? Could one of you guys take care of that while I go over?
We
I
did.
Yeah.
Just
we
did.
did.
It was a
Oh,
really
good.
crappy announcement, but it's posted.
It's additionally, while they are going in so that Cammy can hack their system, she gets in a little bit of a mess. It's a little bit more of a complex system than initially perhaps expected. Checkers and Quinn head into the sewers to investigate, and speaking of which, I remember this from last time. Somebody said the exit's right there. If I didn't make it clear, it's not right at the entrance. They walked into the entrance and went a ways into it before getting to this particular point.
Okay.
So it's not like they can just run out there.
It wasn't. I think I mentioned it, and it just meant they weren't two lefts, a right, a straight, three more rights.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get.
They were super deep, but
yeah, that's fair. Okay, but while they're investigating these creepy ass sewers, they come across first a maintenance terminal that they decide to check out, but also Quinn starts hearing some interesting noises in the depths of the tunnel. When whatever the thing is reveals its ugly head, it's some twisted body of a cyber rat. Like a giant rat, like ROUS style. These things start leaping on them, revealing some sort of weapon hidden underneath their tongue. Fortunately, none of our heroes get caught by it. They manage to fight off the rats with help from a familiar face to some, familiar to some.
Not to us.
Yeah, not to either of them, but who leads them into their hidden kind of house, I suppose, home within the sewers. They have a little bit of a conversation and find out that the sewers are controlled by a gang called the Toxic Kings, who have taken rats and done some sort of strange experiments with them. There's another rat that she calls the Rat King, somewhere deeper in the sewers, around where the entrance to the Nook would be, if they were to come up. And with that, we'll go ahead and get started. So, in your collective places, who would like to start us off?
Steves and I will go.
All right. What would you like to do?
As we're, waiting for that appointment to hit so we can go in while Rory is certainly occupied. And they're having this, they're finishing their chat about, dates. And it's getting closer to go time. Moxie's gonna, continue talking to Deeps, but switch to mission details. So just as a reminder, this is Pons's son's place. His name's Rory. He's kind of a dick. Slightly more stubborn than I am. Which can make him difficult to talk to, but we don't want to wreck his system.
Oh, okay. And you see me take my plugs that I never use anymore, really, and I turn on the deck that I'm holding in my bag.
You'll be able to go through the system fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I figured you could. Just wanted to double check. I'm going to talk to Jamolia, see what I can get. I need you to grab Pond's medical file, financial records, and emails if possible.
So, kind of download the whole data.
Well, I don't care about his other clients, but...
It's easier that way. But yeah, all right.
Okay. I'll trust you. When you've got it, like when we go in, if you could just take a seat, and when you've got it, if you could just clear your throat, and that way I know.
That I'm going in?
No, that you're done.
Oh, that I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to assume that when you sit down, you'll enter the system.
Well, I could
Or
just
shortly
text you
after.
through my Chiron, but yeah.
Either way. Ready?
Yeah.
So when we've confirmed that the appointment goes in and goes into the back room through the window that we have been watching through, I'm going to wait like a safe 10 minutes, assume that Rory is set up before we cross the street and into the cutting edge.
Okay. So, yeah. Your appointment time comes up. You receive a chime on your agent who says,
Oh, she didn't book the appointment. She found a slot that was already booked, knowing that he'd be busy with someone else.
oh, I thought you asked.
No.
Okay. So, the back door to the surgery area has been shut off. You can hear some whirring electrical equipment going on in the back room, like probably some sort of bone saw. And Jamalia, a rotund, shorter woman with tresses of like a golden brown hair, like it's brown but with like little golden highlights through it. Olive green eyes. She's pretty. Nice smooth skin. She looks up at the pair of you as she walks in, or as you walk in, and her eyes kind of go wide. She puts down whatever magazine she was looking at. She says, "What's going on?"
I'm not here for trouble, just have a chat. And she'll nod to a nearby chair for Deeps to have a seat.
I go sit down.
Moxie will approach the desk, counter thing.
Okay. Well, what is it that you want to talk about?
You look well. But pleasantries aside, I'm just curious about Pons.
Okay. I mean, I don't know really what to tell you. She like passes a nervous look over her shoulder that I haven't already.
He, did anyone other than me know that you had contact with him? If there's a way that Moxie can stand out of view of the surgery door, she would, by the way. Like, she does not want Rory to see her. She does not want to start a fight.
Well, I mean, the door's closed. What do you mean?
But, like, if
there's
he,
not,
like, poked his
windows
head
in
out,
it or something.
if he poked
Okay.
his head out, was like, hey, can you grab me something? Like, she'd rather Rory
Sure.
not know she's here.
Gotcha. Yeah, you kind of angle yourself in a way
Cool.
that you wouldn't be seen. I mean, that's hard to say. I don't know who would know. I mean, maybe, maybe Rex or something. Thank you for the raid, Arna, and
Thank you,
welcome
Arna.
raiders.
Welcome, Raiders. Okay. And this place, by the way, is step up from where you were.
Yeah. He's trying to get his shit back together,
I'm glad. I'm sure Pons is really happy about that too.
Yeah, I think so. It's hard to tell with him. I mean, you know how he is.
Yeah, about that. He's been, I don't know, talked to him recently and he seemed not his normal self.
How so?
Colder? More argumentative?
Seemed pretty agreeable to me when he was here.
He had no visitors when he was here?
No. Not that I can remember why.
Can I do a human perception to see if she's been...
Sure.
Knowing that she's nervous about Rory, like, overhearing this conversation and talking to me in general, like, weeding that out. That would be an 18.
18's pretty decent.
18's not bad.
It's like professional, right?
Sure. Let's go with that.
I've lost my GM screen.
I just pulled mine up because apparently I didn't have it. Yes, that's professional. Professional DV 17.
Hey, I remember things. Yes. She says, or she seems, she's certainly nervous. Obviously, yeah. maybe a little bit hesitant to talk. In the way she's kind of slowly speaking and selecting her words carefully, it seems.
And that's beyond the fact that she's talking to Moxie with Rory in the nearby vicinity.
They're not sure. I mean, that's gotta have a factor.
That's got to factor in, yeah.
Yeah.
But it could be something else.
It could be.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to do this at the start. Mother, this is why I leave notes for myself. Can I turn on the microphone in my thumb, please?
Sure.
Thanks. Okay. To know. How's if I remember right, your last place was pretty destroyed. How did you get the funds for this?
Well, it's a bit of a story, I suppose. But, there's plenty of people around the Glen who need help.
Plenty of people around all of Night City who need help.
That's true. But when we moved here, walking the streets, seeing the alleys of maybe not so good, well-off folks, Rory started helping them. And while money wasn't necessarily the best, we got a decent donor help us out. We owe them a cut of the profit, of course, but yeah.
I don't suppose you give me the name of that donor, will you?
No.
Look, I think someone has gotten to Pons. Where's that? I think he's in trouble.
Why
And
do
I
you
want to
think
help
that?
him. Pons has saved my life on more than one occasion. My home has been blown up twice, and I'm going after the people who've done it. Now they can't take me out despite their best efforts. Maybe they put some leverage on him. And this donor may be that person. I don't want to cause problems for you. Rory and I don't get along, but it's nothing personal. I don't regret what I did, but I do know I could have handled the situation better, for what it's worth. I'm glad you're on your feet. I'm glad you're in a good district. If this donor's name means nothing to me, great.
Roll your persuasion.
Cool. I don't know what dice to use. I would like to spend 2 luck, please. Well, that dice just went onto the ground. Alright, it's not a great roll. Shit. 15!
15.
Yeah.
I would really like to help you out, but I just don't. I don't think that I should share that information at this moment.
Okay, I understand.
It's not my place. Maybe if you and Rory talk, hammer out whatever details.
And you think Rory will talk to me? Without just shooting me first?
I don't think he's gonna shoot you, no. He's not like a violent man. Maybe with a dart.
The irony would not be lost on me. Poetic justice? No, poetic justice, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it's really not my place to talk about that.
Okay. Yeah, no. Alright, that's fair. When he left,
Pawns.
yeah, how long ago was that?
Maybe a week ago now? 2? I can't remember.
And how was he? Is he back to full health? Do you still have some recovery to get through?
He had recovery to get through. He was still... you know, recovering from surgery. But you know how he is. He wanted to get back to his clinic, help people out in the Nook, because he knows it needs it, especially right now.
Okay, well, see, here's the thing. I talked to him, I don't know, a couple days ago. The other day. Yesterday, Jess doesn't remember. Recently. Yeah, so we're within 24 hours. And he said he still had a week to recover and that the clinic was still closed.
Well, that's odd.
See, small things like this make me think something is wrong. It's nothing specific, nothing super out of the ordinary, but just odd. Not like him.
Well, like I said, if you want to talk to Rory, I can get him.
Has Deeps given a cough at this point, by the way?
I don't know, Deeps, what have you been doing this whole time?
I waited about 30 seconds to a minute and then tried to jump into their network.
All right, let's go ahead and take care of that.
Yeah!
Oops. Ah, damn it. Here we go. Move y'all into the screen. So I'm opening roll 20 now. We've got Deeps, you are a shark.
Indeed.
Okay. Is everything showing up over here?
I am not seeing anything yet, but let me see if I'm not zoomed. There it is. Yep.
All right. Making sure everything's showing up on stream. Yep. So, the world around you is overlaid with the red mesh wire of the network that you're jumping into. Galaxies like pass through your field of vision as you enter into the first layer of the elevator, running into a large passworded gate.
What?
Yeah.
Who puts a password
On medical data.
on medical data?
Ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Some people.
Dang it, HIPAA.
What would you like to do? You have, what, 3 actions remaining?
Yes.
Okay.
I will attempt to crack the password.
Okay. Alrighty, go ahead and roll.
16.
60?
16.
Oh, 16. 16?
Yeah.
Did you get a 10?
I got a 9.
Good. Okay. Yeah. The password is trivial. To your immense skill. You pull out
It
your
was
wizard
1, 2,
book.
3, 4.
Passwords like peace and love or something. And you easily crack past through the gate. Dissolves in front of you. And you can see it leads down into the next layers of the network.
Okay. I would like to use Pathfinder.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Password.
7.
Password.
Nice. 14.
14. Okay, so you see well down into here. Your field zooms ahead of your avatar, revealing more layers. Next layer shows you a raven. Next layer after that shows you an asp. Next layer shows you... Oh, actually, hold on. It branches here. With left or right?
Let's go left today.
Okay. Shows you another passworded gate. I'm gonna end it here at a password.
That's fair. All right. I have to remember how to use my deck better.
Because this
Because this
your
is not the
one.
normal one I use. So, I will encounter the Raven then.
All right. Go ahead and make your speed test.
That's a 10.
Well, okay.
11.
As the raven flutters down towards you, you're easily able to swoop underneath it and avoid the little lance it has kind of floating somewhere in front of it.
Okay. So if after the encounter, I have to slide to get it to not follow me, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Then I will attack it with sword.
Okay. All right. That's also another way to get it to not follow you.
Yes, I know, but
Okay.
it's very much my MO, and I'm just making sure this deck has sword on it because I haven't used it in.
to blow
Remember,
the dust
attack
off
programs
the
can only be used once per turn. So,
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I should do armor instead.
okay.
Because it's going to attack me next turn either way, right?
It will, if you want to roll like a...
Or I could slide.
Hol-
That's the
hold
other
on.
option.
If you want to roll... I guess I'm going to do like cryptography here. Even though it's not quite what I want. Yeah, just roll to cryptography though.
Man, this dice is hot tonight. 7 plus 12, 19.
19. Okay, so I'm going to tell you some things that you would certainly know. The Raven, it dereses a single defender program if it hits, so it wouldn't necessarily help you against this guy.
Yes, then I will use sword because that makes sense. Because if I don't, it wouldn't matter if I had armor or not at that point, other than
Right.
damage, I guess.
Right.
No,
right.
because it would de-res it, then do the damage.
Oh, got you. So it wouldn't matter either way.
Right.
All right. I will hit it with sword.
Okay.
10.
Jesus.
It's
Well.
the SVD dice, by the way.
Yeah.
19
It loves you tonight.
plus 7 is 26.
20. That. Yeah. You just take a giant bite of this thing. Shark. Jaws enclose the poor raven.
Jesus.
Go ahead and roll damage. I believe it's
just
3d6.
make sure it's
against a
3d6.
program.
Yeah, the black guys. Yeah.
Yeah, against black ice, right?
If you want to roll 10s, get your SVD dice.
11.
11 points of damage, so it doesn't quite put it out, although the thing is definitely like on the fritz as your attack program comes in contact with it. Okay.
Sweet.
Anything else?
How
How many net actions is that so far?
That's
1.
3. I'm done. Because I cracked the gate, used Pathfinder, and then
Yep.
attacked.
Yep. Okay. So you're done. Raven is going to swoop back in to attack. So go ahead and roll your defense.
I do really appreciate that it's all one number for the net runner now. Oh, not as good.
Yeah.
11.
11.
Yep.
It still misses.
Yay!
You're up again.
All right. I will use sword again.
All right.
Kind of with the Mortal Kombat. Finish it.
14.
It is able to evade whoosh this time. As you come in for a second bite, just kind of,
Miss.
does this awkward sputtering flutter off to one side, and yeah, you miss.
Dang. I guess I'll zap it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
That's a 10, 12, 19.
That's a hit.
Zap is 1d6.
Correct.
3. Did not
3
put
points
it down.
of damage. It's barely hanging on.
Is it doing that flash in and out thing really fast like the old bosses in NES?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. It's flashing. Looks like it's about to blow up.
It's turned
So that's
red.
2 net actions so far.
Yeah, I'm just gonna zap it. Try to kill
Okay.
it this time. Oh, not good. 9.
It's a hit.
Ooh. It's an instant. I can't do less than 1.
Yeah,
So-
no, it's dead.
Ooh, he somehow did less than 1.
Yeah, somehow. You did half damage. What?
So the Raven has de-rezzed into the ether
Yeah.
of cyberspace.
I'm not destroying things. That's what I promised I wouldn't do. I'm
Otherwise, there'd be dragons
Yeah.
flopping around in here.
Yeah.
All right. That is the end of my turn. But I think there's nothing else going on. So,
Didn't you just do 3?
yeah.
Don't you have one more? Do you
No,
not have 4?
I only have a 7. So, you have to have an 8 or more to have 4 net action.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Alrighty.
So I guess it's just my turn again. I mean,
Yeah, it is. So, you could-
I mean, yeah.
there's nothing the system's doing right now. It doesn't appear to be equipped with any sort of, like demon program that is fighting you back. It's definitely a budget system.
Yeah.
Back show pretty clearly.
I guess I'll have to encounter the asp next.
All right, go ahead and roll.
I mean,
your
I have
speed.
no choice. Yeah.
Or well, I guess.
Oh,
you
wait.
only roll
I'll
interface.
activate Speedy.
Okay. Nice. That'll give you a +2 to this test. Would you also like to activate your armor?
Yes, I will activate armor this time.
Okay.
And then my last one, I will. Well, I encounter. I don't have to do a action. So.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad I activated Speedy. 13.
13.
Yeah.
That is, yeah. You're able to avoid the green rays that fire from its mouth in your direction as you encounter it. And I believe you still have one more net action.
Yep, I'm gonna sword it.
Okay.
That's a 9. 16.
16 is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, 7 damage.
Nice. Oh, that's a terrible roll.
That is a terrible roll. 2 3s and a 1.
Okay, that's your net actions.
Yep.
Oh, I swore you got more at 7. Yeah, you're at 7?
Yeah,
It's 4 at 7.
I thought it was 3.
No, it's 4
Man,
at
I
7.
have been playing my character wrong for.
You don't get
For
5
very
until 10. So.
Oh, it's 5. Maybe. No, I don't. Okay, 7, 4. All right, maybe that's why I got to 7 and then stopped.
Maybe.
I'm a dummy, and I have way more net actions. So I'll zap the asp, I guess.
Okay.
14. No, sorry,
Hit.
12.
Oh.
12.
Still a hit.
Oh, okay. 3.
Awesome. Yeah, it's not doing the flashing red thing yet, but it is kind of sputtering. Acting slower. It will be its turn to run an attack against you.
Okay.
What's your defense?
It's just my roll, right?
Well, any of your armor.
Roll
program.
plus
Oh, I have my
interface.
armor. I
No, you
forgot.
don't add armor.
No, that
You
just
only
prevents
do
the damage.
armor for damage.
Right.
I think shield may block you, but I don't remember.
12.
Okay. You're able to avoid the green rays once again.
I am so lucky.
I'm not rolling so well tonight.
Well, I'm trying to save my luck for the date. Like, I know this is important,
But it's not.
but it's not
It's
that
not as
important.
important.
Right, exactly.
100%.
I mean, don't tell Moxie this, but
No, she'd probably agree with you, in all honesty.
oh well, you know. All right, so I will go ahead and sort it again.
Okay.
6, 13.
13 is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh no! Now I get a 14.
14 damage.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. D-reses and you have destroyed the asp. Wow.
Nice.
D-res the asp, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm cracking up inside because I'm thinking like Deeps is like, I haven't had to do this in a month.
What program do I run?
Yeah. I will go ahead and crack that password.
Okay.
Passkey? Is it passkey? No. It's called
Passkey?
something. Passkey?
I think so.
Yeah, it's a password.
Maybe not. I got a 9.
I will remind you that this is a branch, so you could go the other way if you would choose.
Oh no, I want to go. I want to see what's behind door number 1. So
Okay. Good call. Go ahead and roll if you're going to do a crack. Go ahead and roll.
9.
Stream, will you move the camera down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting. Oh sure. Let's see if I can do that from here. That should have moved it.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So easily able to crack through this password again. This one's password is password 2.
Yes.
And moving into it
So
is a file.
Is there a label on the file?
If you would like to read it, I can tell you like kind of categories within it. It's basically
Okay.
the way I interpret file to mean it's like a database.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I just want to. I do want to do that. I will see if I can get into the file because I want to see if what all I need is here.
Okay.
And that is.
I mean, within it, there's a variety of different types of data. You know, there's customer data, there's the schedule, there's any like legal paperwork, and there's account like financial documents.
Oh, okay. I'll take it all. I'll download
Okay.
a copy.
All right.
Is this the bottom?
It is the bottom. You have reached the end of the elevator.
Okay, then I would like to go back up
And over?
and over. Yeah.
Okay.
After downloading the file.
Sure. Yeah. Moving over to the last thing, it is a control node for cameras within the
Okay.
within it.
So, knowing that this is not our enemy, I would like to go to the bottom
Okay.
and release a virus that completely reboots the system.
Like periodically or what?
No, just once, so that everything
That'll
comes back
scrub you.
online.
Okay.
Does that so like he's protected against somebody who sucks?
Once you leave the system, it's going to do that anyway.
Oh, I would know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then what I would rather do is just I will scrub before I lock out.
There you go. Okay, go ahead and roll the scrub. If you wanted to make like a backdoor so that way you have a sysop access next time you come in, you could do that as a virus.
Oh. No, because this was like if I had my dragon system on, this would be like
Nothing.
child's play. Like my dragons would eat these things for lunch in a heartbeat.
Yes, you would have had no issue getting through this
Yeah. So I'll
Pathetic.
just scrub.
network.
Yeah.
I mean,
least he
you
has
only
one,
12
though.
seconds with your non-optimal tech.
Yeah. All right. So I got a 12 for scrubbing.
All right. Make a note of that.
Let me see here. Make sure that it's correct. If I didn't, I just want to make sure I didn't have the program. Nope, I don't have the program anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yep.
So 12. Got it.
And then I jack
and then
out.
Jack out.
And then I'll clear my throat, stretch.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I can come back and talk to Rory. When would it be convenient?
Let me check here. She goes to the computer, brings up some data that you guys already have. And says we could probably meet this Friday. No, actually, no, that's a bad day. Sunday at noon.
Moxie pulls out her agent. I've got to see what's going on because we've got shit coming up.
Sure.
You can't just meet tonight, could you?
Oh, I suppose we could meet after hours. Yeah.
That would be great.
Okay.
Yeah, Sunday really wouldn't work for me anyway. So tonight after hours would be better.
Okay. Sure. I'll try to prep him so he doesn't shoot you.
I would
I don't
appreciate
think he's
that.
gonna shoot you.
I think he might. I wouldn't, put it off the table.
Deeps is actually laughing out loud back there too now.
7 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you, Muller.
Mm-hmm. Stay frosty out there, Moxie.
You too. And she is going to head out
All right.
with Deeps, hopefully in tow.
Heads out,
I will follow in step.
Deeps.
I would like to find a florist on the way home.
Okay. Sure.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Yeah.
She's going to make a stop and pick up a pink rose, just a single pink rose.
Okay.
And she's gonna give it to you, Deeps. For me to me. Pink roses signify adoration and admiration. Plus, it'll go nice against your yellow coat.
Nice. Good call.
And then she'll drop him off at the apartment before heading home.
Okay.
Ray's gonna help you get ready, right? Like, he's home, he's gonna help you get ready for tonight?
Oh, I don't know. I'll find out.
I mean, if you
I mean, I
check
can
your
do my own.
messages, There was a bunch of chatter about how this is going well. I mean, you
Oh, right, yeah.
remember this.
We should, yeah, she'll come back to the apartment and look at her phone.
Yeah, just a bunch of chatter about how it wasn't going well, and you told Cammy to Delta from the system.
Yeah.
She said, okay, fine, basically.
And it takes
And we'll-
about an hour to get from the Glen back up to New Westbrook, right? So,
Yeah, depending on traffic, yeah.
yeah. So is there any new progress updates?
Let's find out.
I love it.
Wraith. Cammy's just jacked out, kind of rubbing at her temples. When the manager guy that you saw before makes his way in, few security guards in tow.
I power sit behind the desk with my gift on the table.
Nice.
Okay. He says, excuse me, I wasn't familiar with your name, Mr. What did he write down here?
Gillenstein.
Oh, that's not what he wrote. Guillotine. Okay.
I don't know
Anyway,
let me check my notes.
No, you're correct. Remember, the guy
Yeah.
couldn't get your name right. Well, I think you're correct. Actually, now that I think about it, I can't remember the name. But anyway,
Whatever.
Gillistein,
Yeah.
yeah. So what did you come in here for today?
Well, you're builders, yes?
Yes, we are.
I
Like-
was here to do business with a serious company about building. Is that not what you do here? I
That is
present
what we
the
do
gift
here.
that I brought.
Glances down at the gift. You notice that he will actually do human perception, I guess. Posture check, hydrate. Oh my god, 2 hydrates. That's a lot
2 hydrates.
That's a lot of drinking.
You got real hydrated.
Thank you.
A human perception, you said.
Yes, please.
I'm going to spend 3 luck.
Ooh.
Glad I did. That is a 16.
Okay. You notice that something feels off, for starters. He's talking to you. Security guards are kind of edging around the table. It's almost as if the sysop might have tipped off that somebody has broken into
Is in
their
the
system.
Yeah.
Go ahead and say a gift, you say.
If we are planning on doing future business together.
Oh, yes, of course. Of course.
I turn to Cammy.
Mhm.
Beth, are you taking notes on this?
Oh, right. No, it's,
I apologize. This is my brother's daughter. She's kind of useless. I don't quiet my voice at all when I say that.
Cammy definitely shoots you a glare. And go ahead and roll like a conversation, I think.
I would love
Because you're trying to like obfuscate something here.
Ray? Obfuscate?
Right? I know, that doesn't sound like me. I got a 17 this time.
17. Okay. Security guards kind of look toward the manager. As if for like some sort of confirmation, and you can see him like raise his hand, kind of like lower it a little bit, like stay calm for a minute. But these guys look ready to jump at a moment's notice with this
I do not
executive's,
waver.
offer. Or I'm sorry, at this security guy's call. Okay.
I
Don't
can come
wait.
back if now is not a good time to foster the relationship. I just wanted to make initial introductions.
Sure, Mr. What'd you say? Guillotine?
Gillenstein.
Oh,
You can
right.
call me Franz.
Gillenstein.
It's much
Franz.
easier to pronounce. Yes.
My name is Bob Jessup.
Yep. I do research and I know the people I do business with, Mr. Jessup. I'm very familiar with you and your work. You
What
do
can I
good
help?
work.
What can I help you with? What can Construct Corp do for you?
I work for an Eastern European entertainment venue that's looking to expand into Night City and open a new opera house. We are hoping to do it in the southern area. But, you know more about real estate in this area than we do, and I worry about the foundations.
Are you looking to set up here in Watson?
Watson is a possibility. Where, from our research, there's a lot of new money coming into Watson.
That's true. Things are expanding here. He takes a seat down there, glances at his operatives a moment, and back at you. Sorry, I didn't take a moment to look at this gift. What is it?
I got some $50 whiskey, Japanese whiskey.
So you kind of push the box across the giant ass table towards him.
I slide it carefully.
Actually, I guess would Cammy be able to?
I thought you bought $100 whiskey.
Yeah, I thought you
Oh,
bought
I probably did.
I think you did buy nicer whiskey.
I did.
Yeah, Cammy like, stops rubbing at her temple, gets up, takes the box over to his side of the table, and returns. He looks it over. You can see a flare go up in one of his cybernetic eyes. Just a little light spark. Perhaps doing some sort of scan.
I
Before
figured.
he opens it and says, I forgot, was it whiskey?
Yeah, it's an aged Japanese whiskey.
Okay. I don't think I've had this.
It's very
He
good.
goes over to like a little refreshment area, pulls out a few like disposable cups, pours 2 of them, brings one over to you, sets it in front of you. So tell me about your opera house. How big are you looking to get? Have you considered choosing some building or structure that's already available and perhaps renovating that?
Ideally, that's what we would do. Down the road, if I'm being 100% honest, if the opera house goes well, we're also considering a small grouping of casinos, but we want to make sure that the culture is here before we start investing in things like Backrack and things here. So we were thinking a small venue, maybe 2,000 person. Um,
Okay.
Nothing extravagant.
But you haven't looked at any real estate quite yet.
No, I'm here, and actually, honestly, I was taking several meetings today. That's why this one was such a rush. But I was hoping to make contacts so that I could further develop the idea.
Well, we'd definitely be interested in helping you, and if you need perhaps a real estate agent, we can certainly get you connected with people. I'm not sure how familiar you are with the area, but if you want to give me your number, well, I'm sure we can call you up and get the wheels rolling, so to speak.
Of course, thank you very much.
Do you give him your contact info?
I give him my burner phone contact info with my business card I developed for that time I pretended to be the Texan.
Okay.
Which, if I remember, it just
Making
says
me
consultant.
recall way back. I don't remember what that company's name was. What did they
Me neither, if that's helpful. But I do remember making a digital business card for it. And it's associated with my burner phone.
Oh, wow. I'm trying to remember. It was
No, it was after Cuddy's. It was when we were
Oh no, you're
stealing
right.
the
It was
car.
Yamashita.
Yeah. By the way, Ian, with my internal agent, I'm going to send a message to Deeps
No,
that says,
it's
like,
Yoshino.
hey, do you know how to change websites? I need the website associated with this contact to say that I'm in entertainment business, not in construction. That'd be great. Thanks.
By the way, this is where Flash of Luck comes in real handy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, this would be the exact moment.
this would be the
Where's
exact moment
the-
where it's like, yeah, can I spend some luck to say that I already prepped a business card for this alias attached to this burner phone?
Yeah,
Ahead of
instead of
time.
having to use an old alias and
Uh-huh.
hopefully fix it.
Unfortunately, I don't think I made this note.
Oh no. Don't worry. I'm sure
Okay,
chat can
that's
back me up.
Alright,
on-
so he takes the card, looks it over for a moment before tucking it away in his jacket pocket. Alright. Say Franz?
Yes, sir.
Alright, Franz. We'll be in touch.
I look forward to doing business with you, and may we have a future together as long as this whiskey has been aged.
He raises his whiskey. Got him, takes the shot.
I do a shot. Also,
Alright.
don't worry. Next time I'll bring a better assistant with me.
Oh, please do.
Yeah.
Cameo
She
looks
dresses
sad.
very shabbily for what we do.
You really should get her attire upgraded. I know a great place.
I've tried. I've
in
spent
Little
so much money.
One of those.
Have a good day. I give him a slight bow
He
and then
returns it.
confidently walk out the room.
All right, you guys make it out.
The moment we get outside, I am so sorry.
Security kind of tracking you on your way out. But you make it out into the street, and Cammy's like, "Yeah, sure, whatever. Gotta play the game, I guess, right?"
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that you got busted, so
Oh, I mean, there was a sysop that got summoned, so they knew somebody was in there. Whether they know it was me or not, we'll have to see how well the scrub holds up.
well,
But
I
I
have
didn't
faith in you
get
as far as that
anything
goes.
anyway, so it could just look like, probing into a company, maybe?
Hopefully.
Maybe?
But I think I might have to bring Deeps when I come back.
What?
Oh,
Now that's offensive.
No, it's not a skill-based thing. I love working with you. I've worked with you for a long time. It's
Uh-huh.
just this cover story I built to protect you may mean that I don't bring you back the next time.
I'm getting fired?
No!
The security guard at the door leans over.
You've been shuffled to another person.
This is some bullshit. I did everything I was asked to do, okay? I have put years into this company. And just to be let go at the drop of a hat because I didn't dress the way you wanted me one time. It's bullshit. I deserve severance.
We can discuss severance. Could you call a cab?
Sure.
Thank you.
Calls up a cab.
So nice. So I'm fired. You call the cab.
You guys call a cab. Okay, Quinn and Checkers, what are you guys up to at this point?
If I remember right, we were just ushered out of the sewer person's little living space, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's surface, shopping, contact the others. Okay?
Okay.
Quickly.
While we're
I don't want more rats.
okay, okay, let's go. While we're walking out of the sewer, I'm gonna send a chat to the group. Rats attacked us. Checkers wouldn't let me kidnap a girl.
Do we have service down there?
Down there, I'd say it's pretty sketchy. But I think you have done texting down there? Or have you?
I don't think so. I honestly had assumed we wouldn't have service, so I hadn't tried texting, and then I was like, wait, I didn't ask. And that's why I'm asking now. So
I'd say probably not.
okay.
Then I wait till we get out of the sewers to send my text.
Okay.
Yeah, and as soon as we get out of the sewers, I'm also sending a text that is basically like, so there's giant weapon rats down here, and apparently a gang with a giant, like a really giant rat, and we found someone who will show us the way in return for like very little and air supplies, but I don't know if Quinn and I can do this by ourselves. Little smiley face.
And as you send that text, like it comes out of order with like a shotgun of other texts that show up in the conversation about the net run and everything that was going on. But you guys get it sequentially. The rest of it.
Checkers is just going to stare at her phone for like 2 minutes trying to figure out what order it should be in.
Okay. You guys come out of the sewers, a reprieve from the really humid, musky, bile-ridden scent of the sewers, and see the light of day, which is an odd reprieve considering there's like a layer of smog clouding the sky.
You get a text back. There's like a thought the Moxie has that was like, damn, our mission sounds like real boring. She responds to the group, oh, we should probably meet up and chat.
Okay, I have to do some shopping for this kid. But when and where?
Well, I was gonna say like, now lunch, but do you need
Okay.
the supplies back to them immediately?
Soon, but I think we can spare some time. I mean, we got to decide. So, yeah, we can do lunch.
Can I pick some sort of like, I don't know. Oh, what about the diner that's got the picnic tables outside that she talked to Mendez with once?
Sure.
Let's go there. She'll send them a geolog of where that is.
Okay, that's in Watson.
It's in
Southern
New
District.
Westbrook, actually. It's just
Oh,
outside Watson
okay.
Districts. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Cam and I start heading there. I'm also gonna fill Deeps in a private message all of the data on my new persona.
Okay. Eventually, you guys all make it collectively to the it's a little kind of burger stand in I guess is what would be a small shopping center, or at least it was. There's a few different food vendors set up in stands in front of old, like old store fronts, mostly decrepit buildings, cracked sidewalks, dead plants in the planters.
I'm gonna get some chilled soba and green tea before I meet with everyone.
Okay.
Gonna grab a burger and tater tots.
Okay. Sounds good. You want cheese on it? How about chili?
Cheese, yes. Chili, no.
All right. Missing out.
Won't be as good as my mom's.
Chili's made with preem cats. Kidding. Makes you
But
up.
are you?
They're not premium.
Just the cheese.
Anyway, you guys all eventually gather together in front of this burger stand.
Checkers is staying like as far away from the actual food as possible
Okay.
because I suspect she reeks.
Probably. Yeah, you guys had to trudge through some sludge on your way through there. Below, like, the knees, your jeans or legs, if you're wearing shorts or something, are covered in a layer of sludge and gunk.
Gray water.
So to say you smell ripe is pretty like an understatement. But anyway, what would you guys like to discuss?
If we can pick like a table that's far away from as much as possible,
Sure.
ideally. Okay, so Deeps in my conversation was uneventful. Successful.
Cool.
Uneventful. Good job, by the way. I don't think I told you that. She turns to Deeps.
Thank you. You got your data. Just got to unload it on my laptop.
Never. Do you want me to take care of that part, or?
Can I transfer it through my agent off the deck?
To
I
your
would assume
laptop?
so. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I'll copy a file over for her.
Did you?
Things did not go as well on our side of the table.
They didn't go that great. Yeah, he's right.
Overwatch?
Yeah, they had a sysop.
Yikes.
Tried to deck crash me a few times. Get me out. Probably ran a trace after I left. I don't know if they caught me or not, but I did scrub.
Oh, good. Was that architecture challenging? Lots of black eyes?
Yeah. It's secure to the point where it feels like they're hiding something. But then it is a corporation, so. A
Gotcha.
small one, but they probably got secrets.
Right.
So how do we want to handle this?
Well, it felt like we nearly got made. So I invented a story about how Cammy was my brother's daughter and how I would not bring her back. So I think I might need to borrow Deeps if you're free and feel like you can go up against an intense architecture.
No, the
Did you-
architecture I feel like I probably could handle, but it's the sysop that would be ideal to have two. Would be more ideal to have two.
I think it would be very difficult for me to have both of you there, but I could probably work it out.
Unless we break in.
Right. I've invented enough of a reason for me to come back. So we don't have to break in, but breaking in may be better for us.
Well, how much attention were they paying to Cammy?
Well, when she came back out, they were paying a lot of attention to both of us. They were very concerned, but ultimately less attention.
I mean, like, if we gave her a wig with longer hair in a plain color, gave her some glasses.
If I could get her to dress in business,
Yeah,
I could probably get her in as is.
just make it look like she's someone else. It's not that difficult.
Right.
If you're comfortable with that, Cammy.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it, sure.
And
Not, not happy about it, but sure.
And how soon did you want to attempt to go back in with this whole story and pretense?
Well, we need the data pretty quick, yeah?
We need it before we're going to go in there, so not as quick as some other things.
Alright, then we wait. He'll call me as long as my identity holds up.
Yeah, I got your message about building you have a website?
Yeah, I have a website. Cammy made it for me.
It could use work.
Okay.
And now it has
Moxie
to fit
laughs
the new
out loud.
identity, because it does not currently fit my new identity at all.
Oh. That could be a problem already.
Yeah, that's why I sent you the message.
I mean, I don't have my laptop. I can't.
Alright.
Did we go home or did we go to the burger place first?
You're at the burger place
I
currently.
assume we went straight to the burger.
If we headed straight to the burger place, then yeah, I can't.
That's alright. Well, not a problem.
All right.
I'll tell them there was a misspelling on the business card. It'll be fine.
I think it has your picture in it, though.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll update this website, wait for this guy to call you back, schedule a meeting for at least after whatever your next constant is, which is tomorrow?
Yeah,
Right.
tomorrow
Okay.
around sunset.
And then-
in the future, I think we should work on the cover stuff beforehand.
I agree. I think maybe I should have 3 or 4 covers ready.
That would probably be wise, yeah.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I can help you with some of the stuff.
We used to do that. I don't know what we were thinking this time.
It was kind of poorly thought out. And I take full responsibility of that.
Okay, good. Because I wasn't
But-
gonna.
I figured. Team Smelly Kid, how did your side go?
So, there are big rat monsters in the sewers that have some kind of weapon under their tongue. They didn't actually get a shot off, so I don't know what. Apparently, according to a kid who kind of saved us, there's a lot of them, and they are security for a gang called the Toxic Kings, who run the sewers. And where we need to go is right in the middle where they keep this giant rat that the kid is really terrified of. However, in return for hairstyling stuff, the kids agreed to show us the way. Because I asked her about the route. And she said that what's on the map doesn't work, but there is a different way.
Wait, describe the kid to me.
Yeah. Like when you say kid, how old are we talking about?
Jam, can I roll to remember? Because that's like the one thing I didn't take notes on.
It didn't happen that long ago.
I know.
Very the skinny looking kid.
Okay.
Obviously, female. No, is it obvious? Yeah, she had feminine features. Like
Shorter than
Logan.
Checkers, taller than Checkers.
Well, how tall is Checkers?
Oh, like
Pretty sure.
5'4".
Taller than you.
Okay.
She's fairly tall. I think 5'9", 5'10", maybe 5'8". I can't remember. But anyway,
Okay.
I think it was 5'8". But anyway, yeah, like a golden brown eye, incredibly dirty looking, gaunt, cyber eyes that seem to have a malfunction.
Is she like teen? Is she like? How old is she?
Oh,
Roughly.
I forgot that was the main question.
That was the question she specifically asked Checkers.
Like in 16.
It's 15, 17, somewhere between there. Like this tall. Really, really dirty. Bad cyber eyes.
I
Skinny.
think I know who you're talking about.
And she asked for hair cutting supplies. Or hair supplies,
Well,
hair
yes.
products? What'd she ask for?
Scissors, comb, hair gel. She asked about a styling chair, but when I said it would be kind of hard to get it in there, she changed her
I
mind.
know who this is. I'm fairly certain I know who this is.
Oh, cool. Good, because I don't think I really convinced her that I wanted to help. I tried to buy her food, but she wouldn't have it.
Quinn wanted to kidnap this girl?
Yeah, it would have been a lot easier if I could have just taken her and interrogated her, but
Easier is not the best way.
No,
Since when?
Checkers was right. You don't. Someone we want to help us amicably. We don't hurt, kidnap, and interrogate.
I'm sorry, but when
Probably
all
wouldn't have
she
gotten
wants
hurt.
is hairstyling stuff, that's like the cheapest possible price we could get.
Yeah, I still don't get it.
Well, she's a stylist.
Wraith, we
I know,
really,
but-
really need to get him therapy.
You're not wrong.
Okay. That aside, because yes, we do. This is in exchange to have this person lead us through the sewers.
Yeah.
So but we're not going back today. Or was that your plan?
We didn't really specify when we'd come back. We just know where she is and to drop off the stuff.
Oh, right. But you don't need to, because you said you need to drop it off soon, but you don't really need to drop it off until we go.
I suppose not. I just feel bad not just giving it to her. But, you know, it's not a big deal. It's fine. It can wait.
You think you could wait?
Mm-hmm. That said, we kind of got to decide if we want to deal with a sewer gang and a rat king thing.
Is it like a whole bunch of rats tied together, Rat King, or like a really big rat? with a
She
crown?
called it a really big rat.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna say those little ones are not to be fucked with. They I tried, covering fire on them. Didn't even flinch. None of
Well,
them.
they're city rats. Bullets
No,
aren't gonna hit them.
I'm pretty sure they're kind of programmed.
What did an EMP do?
We didn't try one of those.
Okay.
I'm kind of saving those for, cybered out psychos. She looks sidelong at Quinn.
Yeah, Quinn doesn't notice.
Okay. I don't, personal opinion, I don't think going on and taking on a bunch of rats before the concert is a good idea, and a gang is a good idea.
Kind of with ya. I still kind of want to get the stuff for the kid, even if we don't actually use her help, because, she's living in a sewer.
Love to get her out of the sewer.
Well,
I offered.
You're gonna have to talk her around to that one, because between
If the
him
sewer
and,
think
me
it
being
is-
awkward, not gonna happen.
Yeah, not going with Quinn will help, but if it's who I think it is, then she knows me, so that may assist.
Okay.
Yeah, she said she doesn't want me back for some reason.
Because you wanted to kidnap her, and you said so in front of her.
So, when building interpersonal relationships, it usually harms future relationships to offer to kidnap the person. Another approach may be to instead try to build a lasting bridge between you and them.
I wasn't trying to build a relationship. I was trying to get information.
Everyone we interact with, we are building relationships with.
Moxie's just gonna tap Kimmy's foot and just in a loud whisper, he's learning.
Okay, man, she was like 12. I'm not trying to date her.
Great.
You're kind of getting creepy there, Wraith.
Hey, Ray. I need your help.
Checkers leans forward and bangs her forehead on the table a couple of times.
I'm gonna set my soba down.
No, I need your help to get. I gotta get the silk shirt, and we gotta
Yeah. We gotta go.
go.
Are we going
Yeah,
shopping?
you have to
Yes.
get ready.
Yeah,
Not
we
bad.
got some things to pick up. You coming?
What?
Deeps needs to go clothes shopping. You need to go supply shopping.
I appreciate the offer, but I'd kind of like to change first. This is bad even for me.
If you give them a list, I'm sure they can pick it up while they're out. Unless you want to go yourself, in which case, you two have fun.
Okay, I think I'll wait, because... Well, no, Wraith, you know about grooming.
I do.
Good haircutting scissors, a couple of good combs, 3 different kinds of hairstyling gel, and then anything that looks like fun.
All right. Does she need some of the bibs too?
Yes.
Seems like she'd probably be delighted to have one.
Yes, get her at least one.
All right. I know just the place. It's the place I go to for my hair product.
Okay.
Good luck, you two. Steve's.
Yes.
Confidence. And you've got this.
Yeah, you have a date.
Yes.
Also, because, we realize that it might be a brain dance thing, she may still be a pod person, so please be careful with what you say.
Oh, yeah. I guess I should do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing about what we're doing. No recent topics.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Except for maybe you could tell her about the new album. But other than that.
about the new album?
You know, it's exciting stuff we got coming up.
Literally
Alright,
just,
alright.
you've got a new album coming out.
Well, break a leg. I'm sure you'll do great.
Don't forget the flower.
Oh yeah. I'll grab that. It's probably on the table.
You should have it, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna head out to the street and get a cab.
Hold up. I gotta get some better clothes, I guess. So I might as well come with you.
Oh yeah. All right. I'll order the.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
The three of you guys take off. We will pause here for our 10-minute and be right back after the break. So see y'all in a minute. Well, 10 of them, actually. Have fun.
Be right back.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Get your audio's on. All right. Looks good. Okay, cool. We'll get into it. Wraith, Deeps, and Cammy are going to purchase clothing
Mm-hmm.
and haircutting supplies.
Yeah.
Okay. What are the rest of y'all doing?
I'm probably gonna go shower and change.
Okay. That's fair.
Moxie's gonna go back to, I assume, the hotel room that her and Rex are currently staying at.
Okay.
She'll look over some of the data that Deeps gave her, specifically the Hans's medical file, just to see if there's anything out of the ordinary. And
It would be encrypted, the medical files.
cool, I'm gonna try to decrypt it while keeping eye. She'll have her agent blare at her when it's time to get ready and go talk to Rory. By the way, if Rex is home, she'll tell him she has a meeting with Rory. If not, she'll send him a text saying she has a meeting with Rory.
Okay. He's probably out doing things. He says.
Cool. Text it is.
You sure that's a good idea?
Jamalia says she's fairly certain he won't shoot me.
Do you need me there?
I wouldn't be opposed to it, but if you have work to do, I think that's more important.
Let's see what I can swing.
I don't suspect the meeting will last long, so if you don't hear from me in like an hour, then yeah, maybe swing by.
Understood. Alright.
But yeah, up until the thing, can I try to...
Sure. I won't make you roll. It's gonna take probably like 8 hours of time to do it.
I'll
so
start
you'll roll at
working
the
on
end of
that.
the 8 hours. What?
I'll start working on it.
Gotcha. Wraith, Deeps, and Cammy, what do you guys to avoid like having to shop? What do you guys want?
I just want a silk shirt. That's nice.
I'm getting
What
him the
else?
outfit that I picked out online.
Yes, that one.
I used my agent to find.
Is it a whole outfit?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said I just needed a shirt.
You have some of the pieces, but not all of them.
Gives him shirt, pants, jacket, shoes.
The entire
Yeah,
ensemble.
gives him
Yeah,
everything.
but the jewelry's good. The jewelry's your set.
You can keep your hair.
Your hair is fine. Okay. What kind
I'm
of
also,
fashion are we
Yeah.
looking at?
I believe we went with an Asian pop meets like early punk look for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a little elevated, right? Or a lot elevated.
In comparison to how you normally dress, a lot elevated, but in
Oh.
comparison to me, slightly elevated.
Fair enough. And then I'm going to ask for your help to personal groom and style.
Yes. I'm gonna wash his hair.
We need a barber chair for this.
Yeah, on that note, I would like to try to find an abandoned barbershop to steal a chair from.
Okay. Hold on.
I'll get the easy things I
Page-
can get on her list.
357 has clothing.
It's Asia pop, and you're getting pretty much everything. Got bottoms, top, jacket, I guess.
I think he can
I
wear
thought
the
you said my
he
jacket
has,
was
yeah.
good to go.
Nomad leathers are about the same price for most things too. If you want more like punk, less Asia
So
pop.
220.
Okay.
How much for the hair cutting supplies that I can purchase off the shelf?
Why don't we just call it like 100 eddies,
Okay.
and then the chair. You want to find
Yeah.
something to steal.
Well, because I can't imagine buying one is going to be cheap. So, but there's definitely abandoned barber shops.
Places. Yeah, that's fair. I guess roll a local expert
Okay, I would love to.
for Watson.
Uh, 19.
19, yeah, you can find a place and liberate it from its home.
All right.
Need somebody well, at least who can use like
I'll have Hades.
a tool
Hi.
Yeah.
to unbolt it from the ground. And probably a vehicle to transport it. I don't know how you're transporting it.
Back to the
Let's-
cab. I tip well this time.
Okay. All right, sure. Go ahead and spend whatever tip you do.
Okay.
How much are you tipping?
I'm gonna tip 80.
Okay. Pretty good. All right. So probably takes you a few hours to get all that done. Say 3. So it's probably about 4 in the afternoon at this point, maybe.
Okay.
Um,
And then I am going to wardrobe style personal groom the hell out of Hades.
okay.
Out of Deeps.
Spend the extra time.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
Okay. I'm gonna spend 2 luck on this.
One for each.
Yeah. Uh, 20 on personal groom. But I get a +2. No, I get a +2 to wardrobe style. So 9 plus 13 is 21. Plus 1 is 22. Plus 2 is 24. 24 on
Style.
wardrobe style.
So he manages to put this Asia pop style wardrobe together.
Oh, does that mean I get the bonuses?
Yeah, you should get
Mhm.
+2 to acting, conversation.
Where do you pull this information from?
What? It's on the.
It's on the notes, isn't it?
Yeah,
The
it's in
bottom
It's
the
of the
notes.
+1,
Oh,
not
plus
to
1.
acting. It's like to persuasion, conversation, trading, and I think seduction.
Bartering.
I love
Yeah.
that you always double the whatever the bonus should be. You always say it's doubled. I got this tool. It's a +4. Never,
Never a +4.
never a +4.
Sweet. So
So you
get
have this brightly colored blue and black checkered like silk shirt. A pair of high-watered pants kind of show above your well above your ankle, showing off whatever you're wearing on your feet, which I think are Asia pop shoe wear as well.
Yeah.
Nice. So you have these bright like giant, athletic trainers that are also in a matching blue to the shirt, and consequently your hair as well. So it's very loud, and then you've got the leather jacket pulled over that. I guess Cammy
Nice.
should probably pick up something nice too. Business wear? Oh my god. Expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I spent $10,000 on a suit the last time I bought business wear.
And it lasted all of like a day.
Yeah. I still have
think
the
like 3
pants. They're
hours.
not in great shape, but I still have them.
So 2,050 is what she's gonna spend
Oh boy.
for a nice business attire. Ooh, that was a significant chunk of cash. Okay,
It'll be worth it.
but she has now an outfit to wear, as well as a pair of glasses
Nice.
that are nice, like designer glasses. Well, maybe not designer, but
Designer knockoffs.
yeah, designer knockoffs. Okay. So that catches us up with that. Probably takes you maybe an hour and a half to get ready. Which puts us at about 5:30. Or puts you
Yeah, I
guys
gotta
at
get
5:30.
over to the marina. Or am I
Okay.
picking? I will text and be like, "Do you want to meet in Watson, or do you want to meet at the marina?"
I can come pick you up. If that
Okay,
would be
sweet.
helpful.
Very much so. Thank you.
Premium. See you soon, ish.
Smiley face emoji. I don't know.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything before we tackle the date?
I just want to go to the cutting edge like an hour early to make sure that no ambush is waiting for me. That's it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna wait and watch, just so you know she's there.
Nice. Okay.
that's it.
She's there. There does not appear to be an ambush.
That's cool. I'm still gonna wait
Just
for an
go
hour
about-
before going in.
Her normal day.
Once Checkers is clean, she would text Moxie and be like, "Is there anything else you need today?"
No. Today the only thing we had was those 3 plans.
Okay, cool.
And when
Checkers will
Deeps
probably
goes to
just-
leave,
You know what? Moxie's actually going to, after probably a few minutes, message her directly, not in the group, directly. Thank you for stopping Quinn from kidnapping the girl. I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I wouldn't be down with that, to be honest. She's a kid.
Yeah, I didn't think you. Not saying. There's like dots and then deletes and then dots and then deletes. I know you wouldn't be. I also know it can be difficult for you to stand up to others. I just wanted to let you know that it's appreciated that you stood your ground.
Yeah, cool. Thanks.
Have a good night.
You too.
after Deeps leaves, I'm gonna send pictures of all the haircutting stuff in group, the chair
Okay.
and such.
After a couple minutes, Checkers would be like, "I'm coming over to your place." And she'll just show up.
Deeps is there, waiting, maybe anxiously,
Definitely anxiously.
twiddling his thumbs on the sofa as the time ticks closer.
I'll definitely go down there like 10 minutes before, like,
Okay.
and probably smoke a cigarette because nerves.
Break a leg.
Thanks.
And you head off. You wait your 10 minutes and a
You know what's great?
Hmm.
Is I don't have to role play the nervousness because I'm already nervous about this. And I know it's just an online thing and a character that doesn't like. But yeah.
You got this.
So a motorcycle pulls up with it's like a racing bike with a white glossy body. Pulls up a girl with this yellow helmet, like this bright, loud yellow with different patterns over it, like a skull and crossbones and stars and all sorts of a variety of different stickers. She's wearing a matching yellow really baggy looking sweater with a button-up blouse, white underneath that kind of juts out from the bottom. A short blue mini skirt with argyle knee-high socks and a pair of like these suede high-heeled boots. Pulls her helmet off. It is Minami. Looks beautiful.
My
Her she
jaw
has
just
like the little
kinda-
cat's eye mascara drawn on.
my jaw just kind of hangs a little bit. Wow. Damn, you're so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. You look handsome yourself.
Nice bike.
Thank you. I like it. Papam.
Yeah.
She hands you the yellow helmet. Oh wait,
Oh.
you've got the mohawk. She thinks about it and then takes it back.
Yeah. Right.
Right. Your Liberty spikes are up perfectly today.
Yeah, they're not the.
Wraith really did you well. Hop on the back of the motorcycle. She says, "Hold on." Revs
Oh,
the
yeah.
engine. And drive off towards Playland by the Sea. Is that right? Or the marina?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe we were heading to the marina. I texted
Marina's different.
Horatio about renting ski-doos. See if he could
Okay.
hook me up.
At some point, he had texted you back, and he said, "Yeah, I got you covered, a little money."
Sweet.
So why don't you guide me on this narrative journey, and I will respond to you.
All right. Sweet. All right. Confidence. It's first time doing a real date, so there is none. But fake it till you make it. So on the bike ride, like I picture there's nowhere to hold on except for her, so he'll be kind of careful with that, especially with it being the first date. Especially with it being a racing bike, I'm assuming, right? Or
Yeah,
a
it is
sport-
a racing bike. Wind is whipping
Yeah.
past your head. Like, if he hadn't done such a good job, you'd be nervous about the wind just completely destroying your Liberty spikes. But somehow, even though they flop back, when eventually it comes to a halt at like, stop signs and
Aerodynamic.
stuff, you like double check, and yeah, sure enough, the gel has
They're
held.
Perfectly aerodynamic. Great job. Sweet. So I will direct her. I will shoot her a geolog. Say this dock in the marina. We have some ski-doos that I rented. Thought we'd have some fun on the water, and then after that, I would. I didn't choose a place to eat yet. So I would probably try to use my Chiron with one hand on my agent and be looking at while she's driving, trying to
Are
find
you
a
on
spot
one
near.
Ski-Doo or is it two?
No, two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So-
then oh no, what?
I'm just saying, is there anything in particular you want to do while, you guys arrive at the marina? She's like, ski-doos. That, wow. I don't think I've ever been on a skidoo before. I don't know if I
Oh.
know how to drive this thing, but I
Exact-
imagine it's similar.
It's actually probably very similar to the bike, and I'll go through it like because I know how. My drive's a 10 now, so I'm assuming I can drive a motorcycle ish.
You
Have
mean
an
the base
idea.
is a 10, not like the
Yeah, the
your
base
skill
is a
rank.
10.
Got it.
Yeah. So, but like I'll go through the whole thing on like how to do everything and show, and then I mostly am trying to be humor because I'm very, very nervous. Like, yeah, no worries, and then I'll run through how to do that, and then get her some practice, and then we'll start up. Probably challenge her to a race.
Oh, okay. So, a few things. Let's do a conversation test to see how well, your character is maintaining their composure during this whole thing.
Yay! Ooh. I'm gonna do 2 luck on this one.
Understood. You do get the +1 for
Oh yeah.
the wardrobe style.
No, I'm still doing 2 luck.
Or whatever it is.
17. And that's with all the bonuses.
17 is just below a professional, so you're not what do they call that? I forget it when you're like a hookup guy.
Suave?
Anyway,
Pickup artist.
a pickup artist. You're not a pickup artist, but you're you're holding conversation with her.
I want to come off as what I'm trying to come off as is honest. Like I'm just being honest. I'll even mention this is my first time ever asking somebody out, and I want to come off as genuine. Like I'm not trying to bullshit.
You're not hustling.
Yeah, I'm not hustling. I'm trying to make that that would never come out. He's way too nervous.
Sure. But you somehow managed to at least swallow a little bit of that nervousness and be able to announce, full sentences. Super important. Talking to anybody.
Yes.
And explain how the skidoo works well. So you wanted to do a race. So why don't we go ahead and we'll just do an abstract thing. We'll just do, roll off, I guess.
Okay, sure. And I'm actually not trying to, I'm not giving it my all because I know I have the advantage. So
Sure.
like I'd keep it if I'd roll higher, I would choose to keep it close no matter what.
Okay.
I did not. Probably. And let's
did
see,
you
I
get a one?
have no, but it was not a good roll. 13.
13. Actually, you don't have to do anything. She's actually kind of versed in the basics of how a skidoo works, at least, throttle and starting it. But you guys, through your race, coursing over the gentle waves in the Del Coronado, managed to go through the channel, heading down towards the industrial district and kind of around between Morro Rock and the mainland. In this race, she manages to hold her own. You guys are neck and neck, and even at the end, sometimes you pull ahead, sometimes she pulls ahead, but you manage to hit the finish line at roughly the same time. Well, who knows who wins? Actually, let's do a roll off to see, just straight up roll.
Okay.
See who technically won, because you both got 13. That's even with a
Oh
minus
wow,
one for her, remember?
that's even so cool. That's perfect. I got a 1, so I
So
did
she
not.
technically won, but
It's very close.
Beginner's luck.
it's very close. But you get to the end of the race, roughly about where you started, and yeah, she like pulls up, or like pulls to a stop, sliding to one side, just flashes you this immense smile, which is somewhat odd to. I mean, you haven't really seen her be very goofy since the first time you met her. But there is this goofy smile that reminds you of that first time when you pull to a stop.
All right, I go in for like a high five, you know, like awesome.
Yeah. Well, she lifts her
And-
cybernetic hand, slaps you on the hand. Ow. It hurts. Burns a little bit.
Worth it.
And did you guys bring swimwear? Because I don't think she did. And so your clothing, your date clothing, your fancy date clothing is just completely drenched by the time you get to the end of
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think ahead. Like,
But you pull up to the bay after you're done with your water fun. I almost said water sports, and thank God.
No judgment.
No judgment.
Safe space.
And you know, climb out of the ski-doos, just dripping water. I guess what's next? What do you do next?
I pay Horatio. I would assume he's there to drop him off.
Would he be there? I don't think so. I think he would. Like, I guess, how aware
Or I
is
would
he
have
of
paid
what
him-
you're using these for?
Oh, I would have told him it's for a date on purpose, because
Then
then.
he wouldn't be here.
Oh, okay. Then I will. Yeah, never mind. I will come back and pay him. No. Would I? Is there a place we would have decided to put the money? Nah,
How important is
it doesn't matter. It's not. You're right. All right. I didn't think to set up towels. So, is there a bodega nearby
There's
that
one
I
not too
can-
far away, yeah.
that we saw on the way? I'd be like, I'm sorry, I totally forgot towels. Let's go grab some from the bodega over here.
You guys end up walking a few blocks down, just like these little puddles of water following in your footsteps. You did manage to take off your shoes. She's got hers like slung over one shoulder beforehand. Go ahead and roll. Let's do a cool test. So you're just trying to get underneath your cool. How nervous are you at this point?
Would I have relaxed or just gotten more? I don't know. Probably fairly nervous still. I mean, I got a smile, so that might have relaxed me a little bit.
I mean, if you want to
Right.
do
You're on the
like
water,
some
which is your
internal
element.
check just to, test it yourself, I guess you could do this. Do
Yeah.
something like concentration, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, concentration makes sense.
Okay.
17 on the concentration. I think
That's
I'm
pretty
doing
good.
okay.
I'd say you could be pretty
Yeah.
nervous, so I won't give you a penalty to this cool test. Go ahead and roll the cool.
Under my cool.
Yep, underneath your cool.
I did 2.
Very
Nice.
nice. So as you guys are making your way towards the bodega, she's got her boots slung over one shoulder. You can feel, and you're not sure what it is for a second, but you feel like a little nudge at one of your fingers. When you look down to check, you see her hand just brushing like conveniently against yours.
Aw. I would assume she's looking to hold hands. And that's what I'll go for.
Okay. So your fingers, or you move your hand to like kind of glide against her palm, and you can feel the cool metal of her fingers intertwine with yours and collapse over, taking your hand gently in hers. You guys walk down.
Is her right metal?
It's her left.
And it's my left that's metal. So yeah.
Oh.
All right, sweet. I'm just trying to figure out. Yeah. No, and I'm gonna try to like just play up like how much fun that was. Like talk about the race and how it was so close while we're walking to the bodega. Like, and how much fun that was.
She says,
That's
"You know, I technically won at the end."
all right. And at the end, I'll be like, all right. You got me.
For somebody who grew up in the sea, that's kind of pathetic.
I mean, yeah, I got out on the water some, but not all the time. I am a giant tech head, so, you know, mostly indoors work.
Fair enough. Next time we should make it interesting.
Ooh, I like where this is going.
You enter the bodega, which, you know, at this time of night, most places have closed up shop. Some people are still packing their goods for the evening, maybe having their end of shift chatter. Sweeping the little lots in front of their booths, stuff like that.
Cool. I'm gonna look for some beach towels or something around.
Okay. Sure, it is close to a beach. Sure.
Yeah. So I'll buy I guess one for each person. Would I buy two? No, just one.
Buy a towel, 10 eddies, and vendor more than happy to just, you know, take one out of their like packed boxes and sell it to you.
Yeah.
Make some comment like, do look like you had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I lost the race and everything. It was a blast, man. It was a blast.
After drying yourselves off, what do you do next?
Since I was looking up a place to go, I wanted a indoor, like not fancy, but like. And now that we're wet, I'm reconsidering. No.
I mean, that is fair. Anything
But
too
like,
high class is going to say
yeah.
no. Or you
So
guys
just-
are going to get blasted by a giant air dryer. That
Yeah.
would happen anyway.
That could happen anyway, right? So, no, I mean, I would never have picked a high class establishment. I did not fit that aesthetic. So, like, just something that has good ratings for food and probably real food. That's probably the big thing. Not soy per se, but has the option at least. And then when we're walking back to the bike, I might try to, instead of hold hands, I might try to do the over the shoulder and see if that's comfortable or not.
Okay. Yeah. She takes it, kind of cuddles into you a little bit.
Yeah, that's all.
There is the salty servo, which is not exactly high class, but it's a repurposed marine mechanics workshop slash fuel depot, converted into an eatery pretty close to the marina. Retains much of its industrial character, but it's been cleaned up just enough to make a decent place to sit down for a meal, and it won't necessarily giving food poisoning, which is always important. It's not high-end corpo dining, but it's not just like street kibble either.
No, that's exactly. I think that's. I mean, knowing Night City, that's probably where I'm at for this date. Do you like fish?
Oh, I love fish.
Right, I thought we could go to the Salty Servo.
Sounds great.
All right, sweet.
So you go to the Salty Servo. Kind of like they have these repair bays that have been converted into the booths. Slide into one of the tables. There's a faint scent of machine oil in the background, but it is masked in part by the smell of, fish, both fried and raw, so kind of pungent. You guys order yourselves some platter of sushi or, maybe a fried salmon or something. I don't know what you want. But,
yeah, I mean, if there's one that's like a share option, I would definitely, or if it's something that like you said, a platter, like we could share, that would be probably ideal. And then I probably would order a beverage at this point.
Okay.
If that's available.
Yeah, they
And
have
then-
some homebrewed wine that they make themselves. You're not sure where they source the grapes, but or you could just do, they have beer and mixed drinks.
Okay, and then I would probably try to steer the conversation to more along the lines of like, what do you do is outside of work?
Say it
Like
in
I know. Sorry, you're okay. Got you. This is the part I was. Yeah. So what do you like to do stuff outside of work, or are you pretty devoted?
Oh, well, she like pulls back a tress of her jet black and also soaked hair and says, well, I mostly work, generally. I moonlight as a detective. So I have my detective agency, but mostly, I mean, that's how I afforded the racing bike, which cost me quite a bit of my salary, but, it's worth it. I love that thing.
Oh,
So I guess I enjoy that. Motorcycles.
good. Yeah, no, that's awesome. I mean, you gotta have something that's a passion for you. I feel like, for me, it's like I'm kind of living my dream doing the band. I never thought I always had a childhood hero love of Johnny Silverhand, and just kind of got really lucky and naturally fell into with Kabuki Reborn. You know, we have a new album coming up.
Wait, you're in some sort of band?
Yes, Kabuki Reborn. It used to be the Kabuki All Stars. You probably heard of them. I think they might have.
I have heard of Kabuki All Stars. Everybody in at least Watson has heard of them. I didn't know you played with them.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the guitarist. So for RED, who's now the headliner. So big shoes to fill, but I think I'm doing an all right job.
Those
so far.
are big shoes to fill. Rico was very talented, but I'm sure you do fine.
Thank you.
If Johnny Silverhand is your idol, he was an impeccable guitarist. I didn't know you liked Silverhand. What's your favorite album?
I don't know any of their albums, so
Early
lore-wise.
stuff or late stuff?
You know, I was really into their early stuff.
Sins of Your Brother, Cool Metal Fire. There's Never Fade Away, which came out sometime, probably 2020-ish.
When I was first getting into them, the old stuff was really what was popular for me. While I was, because we lived, you know, I lived on the asshole of the ocean, as it is affectionately called. I can't remember the name of it.
Pacific Oracle.
The Oracle.
The Oracle.
Yeah, the Oracle. The Pacific Oracle.
Yeah, the Pacific Oracle for most of my life. Till coming here, and you know, that we only got, you know, we had the old stuff going, and then I kind of got to go through it myself as things were brought in. It was kind of cool.
That's crazy. Well, what was it like to live on a float city? I assume is what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know, everything's tight knit. There's nowhere to go. Supplies are scarce sometimes. You know, kind of what's going on with Night City right now, really. I've just been doing that more so.
What do you do for work?
Right now I'm doing the band.
Just the
mostly.
band? And that pays the bills?
I was gonna, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I do a side hustle of, I help out doing odd jobs with my tech stuff. Like I decrypt things. I help out with photography, film. I'm an actor. I was in the film Tortoise and the Hair Trigger.
You are not in a
Oh,
film.
yes, I am, and I'll try to pull up the credits.
Yeah, you could find like the garden page for
Yeah.
Tortoise and the Hair Trigger.
Is my scene featured since he loved it so much? At all?
Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you're at least in the trailer.
Nice. I'm in the trailer, so I'll show it.
You guys like watch this on your agent together over dinner, and she like laughs because you're to say you're in the film is a little bit humorous.
No, sure.
Almost immediately. But,
Yeah.
but you guys have a really good, relaxing dinner together. Eventually things wind down. What are you gonna do for the last bit? You guys are getting back to the bike, going home?
Well, no, I would be like, do you want to get a nightcap, or is it getting kind of late for you? Because I'm assuming it's like we started at 7, probably played for like an hour or two, then dinner was at least an hour plus travel time, so it's probably like 11, right?
Yeah, probably somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Nightcap? Sure.
Or some actually, I know this great place if you're willing to drive. Might be a lot of fun.
She looks.
I will send her the deeds. It's the dance place we went to for Moxie's birthday.
Oh, in the university district?
Yes.
I can't remember the name of it, but okay. All right.
How about
You
some
guys-
dancing?
Yeah, sure. Let's do a dance test. It's time for the dance test. You
Yes!
Damn.
Dance party.
Yeah.
You know I had to work it into a date.
Floor
Right?
is like
It's called the Paragon.
the Paragon. Thank you. Dance floor is lit up with people, bodies, pungent stench of sweat, and probably faint scent of weed permeates the air. And you
Awesome.
find out that Minami might be the most uncoordinated dancer that you have ever seen.
Never.
in your
No.
life.
What's great is I'm gonna pull her on the dance floor, and if I have to lead, this is where I'll show that confidence that Moxie was talking about. And even if she's awkward, I'm gonna probably be just as awkward in just a second. So let's find out.
Let's see.
7 on the roll. I just did 14.
14's not horrible. Yeah, I mean, you're not like a professional dancer. Probably don't even pull off anything too difficult. But you do show, some basic coordination, have some moves. Go ahead. You can describe it yourself if you'd like.
Okay, sure. So, like, if she's feeling uncoordinated and stuff like that, I'm just not going to acknowledge it or anything. I'm just going to dance and just laugh and have fun and try to cover any sort of weirdness she's feeling with my own. Like, I'm trying to make her feel more comfortable with dancing as well.
That's fair. There is a little bit of nervousness, but I'd say for the most part, she maybe had just a little bit too. She's a fairly small person, like very slender. Probably just had just a wee bit too much to drink over dinner.
Gotcha.
So you notice like a small rise to her cheeks. So she's not like necessarily uncomfortable, but she's definitely got a drunk sway to her.
Okay.
To her dancing. Maybe tripping on her heel, like her maybe not like a full roll, but just having a hard time staying up on the heel for a little bit.
Okay, then is this like a club dance type thing?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sweet. Then I will just try to be there to steady if that's what
You
needs
guys have
to
a good
happen.
time.
Yeah.
You guys have a good time dancing. You order any more drinks?
I will ask if she wants one. seeing that she's a little,
But encourage her to drink water.
maybe some green tea. No,
And she says, "Oh no, I probably shouldn't."
okay. And I will get us some waters then.
You know, given the fact she's the one driving, yeah, maybe not.
I noticed that fact too.
I was thinking the same thing.
Saves versus Death does not condone drinking while driving.
It's true.
So yeah, I'll get us some waters and then maybe just chat outside for a while and then try to close it out with a goodnight kiss.
Okay.
When I feel the moment is, if there is a moment. I gotta figure out how I want to talk about this. Hold on. Sorry. I had a really great time tonight, and I know you said you might want to race again. I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah.
Okay. So you've taken the time to, sober up before the drive home. Is this during the drive home, or is this when she takes you to your doorstep?
Yeah, probably at awkward nervousness is finally hitting now that the alcohol's worn off a little bit, and this is the end of the night. So I'm trying to close off pretty solid. So actually what I'll do is because she's probably on the bike stopped and waiting for me to get off. So I'll lean forward a little bit and say, I had a really nice time tonight. Thank you. That was awesome. And I really hope we get to go out again. Give her a peck on the cheek and just exit.
Okay. So you don't attempt?
And then, no, give a peck on the cheek and then turn around and wave.
Okay. Roll a conversation. I know that's an awkward skill for this, but...
Okay.
There was
Remember the
conversation
+1?
that happened.
Remember the +1, right? And I'll spend my last 2 luck on this as well.
Okay.
Now that's more what I'm talking about. Does great on the net, but on my date. So 8.
Good thing you saved your luck for this.
10. Well, yeah. 17 again.
Okay. 17's pretty good. Okay. So, motorcycle has pulled up to a stop. You've gotten off the motorcycle. You're leaning in for a kiss, and there is a sudden shift in the air. Subtle change in energy that draws all of your focus inward. Your eyes lock for a brief moment when you're puckering your lips to place against her cheek. And she slowly turns her head so that her lips are in line with yours as you connect. And there is a brief moment of that spark that you feel when you first kiss somebody. So it's brief, but you are paused in some sort of temporal rift. That moment lasts an eternity. Except for when you pull away, it feels like it was too brief.
It's like where they do that camera spin thing in the movies around the 2 people. Yes. That's
You
adorable.
awkwardly turn abruptly after that and head back
I am
inside.
Bright red. Yep.
You hear no audible change from where she is sitting on her bike. You spare one look over
Yeah.
her shoulder towards her as she's sitting on her motorcycle, illuminated by a flickering streetlight. And you see a smile, a very small smile, curve the corner of her lips before she puts on her helmet and zooms away.
Aww.
Let's go to you, Moxie. Let's get your meeting done.
Oh yeah, sure. So yeah, she'll wait for an hour, make sure that there's no like extra bodyguards or security pouring into the building a few minutes before she's supposed to meet with them. Pay for parking and head in at 7.
Okay. Yeah, you're waiting out on that same bench that you and Deeps were parked at before. Brief flicker. How did it? Is Deeps keeping his cool on this fucking date? Maybe. I don't know. That's your call, but funny. Before,
You will or you won't. She did what she could.
the door opens and you see Jamalia outside beckoning you to come. You head over. When you walk in, you see Rory. He still has the dye knife leather jacket thrown over his shoulders. It's kind of faded white leather at this point. He's huddled forward over the counter, looking some mixture of apprehensive and uncomfortable. When you walk in, he says, Jamali says you wanted to talk.
I'm concerned about your dad.
Why?
Because he's acting out of character.
In what way?
He's more closed off, more argumentative, and oh man. Jamolia said that he left because he wanted to get back to opening his clinic. But when I talked to him the other day, he said he still has a week of recovery and the clinic's closed. There's nothing specific, but together it's just odd.
So what do you want to talk to me about?
I wanted to know if he had any visitors.
No.
And I was curious how, please don't take this the wrong way. I know you and I have not the greatest history.
Yeah,
I was
that's an
curious.
understatement.
I know.
You drugged me.
Yeah, I did. You were being stubborn.
I wanted to be a part of what we were doing.
No, you wanted to go off on your own. You didn't even wait for the crew so you would have backup. You wanted to handle it yourself, and handling it yourself was going to get you killed, and I was charged with keeping you alive.
I wanted to be a part of something.
If you're talking about Dye Knife, I do regret my part in their disposal.
So why should I tell you anything? Why should I talk to you at all?
You don't have to. Hans said that with all of this, you and him are talking once more. I thought you may want to help him out.
go by for a visit. But no, he didn't have any visitors.
And out of curiosity, how did you get the funds for this place?
Why is that any business of yours?
Because I would like to know if the person who invested in your business may be the one responsible for Ponz's odd behavior. Your dad's odd behavior.
So you think what? This person is holding something over his head?
Maybe.
I don't think so.
You don't know that.
I don't know that, but
So who is it?
doctor, set up not too far away from here. Good person.
Okay.
Have you considered that maybe being on the brink of death changed him?
It might have. That's not. Seems like a conversation when he told me to stay away from the area because it wasn't safe. But then when I told him I'd stop by, he said okay. And when I asked him why is it okay if he just told me it wasn't safe, he says, "Oh yeah, well, you do what you want." But not in a I'm concerned for you way, in a very neutral. That's not your dad. And that near death kind of thing, that's not this. It doesn't feel like this.
And you think it's related to a doctor, or maybe somebody who visited him, if somebody visited him?
You said no one visited him.
I did. But you're saying that's what you think.
Okay. She's gonna approach the counter. Not across from him, down a bit, just so that she doesn't want this to appear
right in his
aggressive.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she is kind of frustrated, and she doesn't know what to do with this. But she folds her arms over the counter and she just sighs and kind of leans against it. You knew about Voight. How dangerous he was.
Yeah.
I was captured by Voight and the crew at Jackal's Lantern. And I almost went over the edge because of the shit they put inside me. Your dad's the reason I got help. And while I was there, I was looking into or discovered that they were putting chipware in people and coding some sort of chip that would alter their personality, alter their memories, make them do things. Whatever the program wanted them to do, not what they wanted to do. It was simple instructions, or it could be complex, some combination of... They chipped a bartender, she could still bartend and answer questions as normal, but certain other things, the programming took over. And I don't know that they need a chip anymore to do it. And I'm really worried that something like that has happened to your dad.
Go ahead and roll your persuasion. Should make it conversation.
Sure, yeah, I will use... No, it's fine, it's fine. No, she's playing on his empathy. That's fine. I will use all 4 of my luck that I have left. God. 16.
He exchanges a glance with Jamalia for a brief moment. You're not sure how she responds as you're kind of focused on
Yeah.
Rory. No. I mean, people visited. He had a lot of friends in the Nook.
A lot of those friends are dead.
Yeah, but he knows a lot of people in the Nook.
The Nook is currently being occupied by the people who destroyed it. And you're willing to vouch for every single one of them.
I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is he didn't really seem off during his time here. Now,
Right.
it's not exactly a secret who our sponsor is. Her name is Lauren Cross. She's a good doctor. Look her up.
No, I've worked with Lauren before.
But what I can tell you is a lot of those people that came in to visit. Now, I don't know them personally. Maybe they're always a little strange. But they did rant a little bit too long, maybe too zealously about all the good that's going on in their neighborhood now that there's a rebuilding process going. My father found that uncomfortable to talk about. But we
He
talked
didn't
not
agree?
too long ago after he went back home. He was repeating similar lines to them. So I think whatever happened didn't happen here. Happened over there.
You wouldn't happen to remember the name of the people who were zealously praising
Oh,
the reconstruction?
not off the top of my head, no. I don't
You
know if
might
we wrote
be
them
able to
down
get me a
either.
list if you have. I'm going to take back the Nook and I want to fix whatever's been happening. Which means freeing your dad
Knowing
from
who?
whatever. Your dad's been compromised. I don't know how, and I don't entirely know how to help right now. But knowing who else the other innocents are would help so that they don't become collateral damage. I've got enough of that kind of blood on my hands, and I'd rather not have more. Your Die Knife crew being a good chunk of it.
Glances over at Jamalia again, who looked like she was like seeking his attention. Maybe, because he kind of just like, his eyes glide over in her direction.
Moxie won't turn. She'll let them have their moment.
Sure. Well, you hear her speak up. And she says, tell her the other thing. Yeah, alright. I don't know how related it is, but they kept trying to push this chip on it.
What kind
Saying,
of chip?
and to us too. I don't know. It's like some fucking kibble testing product.
Try before you buy.
Yeah, that's the name.
Yeah, I thought it was in brain dance form only.
Yeah, it is. It's a BD.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
think
It brings
that's
you
how
to
they're
some
getting-
virtual reality or something. I didn't do it myself. I don't really like that stuff, but you know.
From a medical perspective, because I think that may be how they're getting messages into people. That's possible, isn't it? It looks,
Like
it feels real. Yeah,
subliminal
subliminal
messaging.
messaging.
I mean, I guess it would have to be a really sophisticated product, and usually, like things like, you know, maybe the FDA isn't as zealous as they used to be, but
What if the chip was being that goes into the, the brain dance machine is being produced elsewhere, and they are replacing FDA approved try before you buy kibble chips without the company knowing? Actually, you know what?
that's not.
Don't pretend that's happening.
That's not a
That is what's
hypothetical
happening.
that I am prepared to talk about. I don't
Well,
know.
it's not a hypothetical. So, hypothetically, from a medical perspective, if this is pretend this is happening, how do we fix it?
It depends how far gone somebody is, but I would imagine you'd need to do extensive therapy at minimum. Yeah, there wouldn't be any immediate fix, depending on the level, like what it interacts with within the mind.
Laura's not a therapist.
No,
I assume
she's
you're
a
not.
cyber technician.
I know. I assume you're not a therapist.
No.
Do you know one?
Yeah, I mean, I've got contacts, sure.
Do you think you could get your dad to want to see if it would help? Because if he's spouting the same shit that he was uncomfortable with before, that's kind of our go-to sign that they've been...
The issue would be how I get him to go. And what he would need to talk about. I'd also have to work out some sort of deal behind his back with the therapist, because it's unlikely he would know anything's happened if that's the case.
Could you put a therapy in a brain dance chip?
I mean, they have therapy chips, sure.
So
But
if you talk to a therapist and they program the right one to combat the exact thing that's been possibly messaged.
we would need to understand whatever chip. And how
I
it
have someone
works.
working on that, hopefully. So if I bring it to you, can you bring it to someone and then get your dad to watch a BD and see if it helps? Would you be willing to do that?
Hypothetically, yeah. I mean, but
Hypothetically.
we just don't know anything.
Welcome to my world.
Well, you're dealing with something way.
It's going to take about a week to get the information. Oh no, highly advanced. And it's going to take about a week to get the information off the chip, but if you think you can spend that time talking to a therapist who hasn't done the try before you buy.
From anywhere? Aren't you some sort of fucking street
Trying to
reporter?
narrow it
Shouldn't you
down.
be exposing this?
Yeah. You know what I need to expose it? Evidence. You know, it's really hard to get when it's a fucking giant corporation, 2 giant corporations at the head of it. Evidence.
I guess.
If I can prove it's in the chips, I can write a report saying that the chips were faulty. But that's going to take maybe at least a week. So in the meantime, if you could work on maybe a counter agent, because that's beyond my experience, that would be a huge help.
See what I can do.
Thanks. Definitely don't do the try before you buy bullshit.
Well, I wasn't going to.
This is kind of my priority, but I don't like reporting false information.
Are you suggesting I would make something up?
No.
Okay.
I went and I talked to Sony when he was in prison. Someone stabbed your boss, and he was poisoned to death. Before he died, he told me that Tanaka had files. Last I heard, Tanaka's apartment blew up. If you had any information that would prove Sony's innocence, even posthumously, I'd rather correct that injustice.
I mean, Sony wasn't an innocent man in many respects. Not for what they got him for. No.
If it would mean something to you to have it corrected, let me know.
I liked Sony. He was a good choom.
Within the boundaries of what he did, sure.
But I haven't seen. What was his name? Soda?
Tanaka. Tanaka had the files.
I haven't seen him, since things went down.
Yeah, and last I heard, his apartment blew up.
He's probably gone.
Probably.
I mean, I can maybe try to reach out to some fringe members.
Like I said, if it would mean something to you, I'll print a redaction saying I was wrong.
How about a fucking apology?
For saving your life?
You didn't save my life. I had it covered.
See, that's the thing, you didn't. I will apologize for not handling it the best way possible.
That's good enough. He sticks out his
Alright.
hand.
She shakes it.
I shake. Anything else?
As soon as are you, I don't want to be presumptuous, on board with trying to help me correct this?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
As soon as I have the information, then I'll text you.
I mean,
She's gonna flick Rory her deets.
oh my gosh, you can add him
I
to the
know.
contact list.
I know.
Lori
Whoa.
like
Do I actually get to
Lori-
That's
remove
actually
him?
what I was just thinking. When Blake writes his notes about things that we're saying, it's like, Rory will remember this.
Do I actually get to remove Rory off my enemies section?
There you go. Yeah, you could put him in neutral.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else that you want to talk about before taking off?
No, that's what she came here for.
You head off.
She's gonna
Checkers.
text Rex just to make sure that he knows, hey, I'm still alive, meeting went well, didn't get shot. See you out.
He's like, Nova, baby. I'm glad you're here. For what it's worth, I'm in your neighborhood just in case.
She sends a kissy face emoji.
He sends it back. Wraith, Checkers, Quinn, anything you want to do? Or want to have done in this span?
Honestly, I am just hanging out with Wraith, possibly watching soap operas with him if he's doing that.
Okay.
Special guest on my podcast.
Anything for
Hi.
you, Quinn?
Probably not. He probably just went home, took a shower, and cleaning his rat bite.
Okay. That's fair.
I am sort of, or Checkers is essentially waiting for Deeps to get back so she could be like, how did it go?
Okay, that's
So-
where I was gonna go next. Is Deeps walks into the apartment. Probably you see like a starstruck look glazing his eyes. I don't know.
Yes, you are 100% correct. That is a very described thing. The grin, the shit-eating grin that is on his face.
That looks like a good thing.
Yeah, it didn't fuck up. No. You
No, it
got
went
real
well.
wet.
Yeah. Well, I'm probably... Would I be dry after dancing and everything like that? Probably.
No, I can tell that shirt has
Yeah.
not been washed properly.
Yeah, it got a little wet.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, put out the knuckles.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. She didn't know I was a musician. So I told her about the new album we have coming out.
Good. Hopefully she picks it up.
But no, it went well. I think
Good.
she does smile, which I wasn't sure about.
So, where are you feeling on the mind controlling part?
I mean, it must be pretty specific because I didn't really sense that very much. I would assume maybe it's very focused on liking the tiger claws.
Alright, so next time you're gonna have to drop some like, hey, feelings about tiger claws questions.
Yeah, but I couldn't do that on a first date, but she did want a second date.
Yeah, no, it's a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, at least I think she did. We did kiss, so
It's usually also a good sign.
yeah.
Look at you.
I know. It's crazy.
Our little boy's growing up.
Ah.
Some.
There's some tacos in the drawer if you want one.
Ah, sweet taco drawer.
I
Restock.
can't believe you guys have a taco drawer.
Well, where do you keep your tacos? As
Yeah,
I
we're
get
not
one out.
barbaric.
Well, one, in general, we don't have them.
Well, there's your mistake.
That's why, obviously.
But when we do have them, for the very short amount of time they last, they go in the fridge.
And they're not ready. If you keep the tacos ready, you ain't got to get the tacos ready.
If they're not room temperature, they're not worth eating. Nobody's here to say that. Kemi's been home this whole time.
Oh,
Whatever you say. But I think I'm gonna go on keeping mine in the fridge.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
no, that makes sense.
Okay, well. Wraith, finish this episode. I can't go
All
home
right.
until I see the end.
All right. So we're right before the wedding. You haven't missed much, except for it's not Jim. It's Haram, his evil twin. That's
No.
wearing a hip plate.
Yeah, I still don't get that part.
All right, you guys all sit on the couch watching your Korean soap, and we'll fade the scene to black and end the session for the night.
Sweet.
So thank you everybody for being here tonight. We appreciate you. Love you very much. We'll catch you
We
next
love you
time.
all.
Next week, I think. Yes.
Yes. Next week.
We will be
Yes.
here for Easter this year. So,
It's next week.
which is the next week. Yeah. Although
No, next
I know
week.
we don't
It's next-
typically film on Easter, but we usually take the week off. We will not be this year. But love you all. Have a good night. See you next time. Bye bye.